Good day. My name is Bill. To worship God is one of the reasons He created us. John 4:24 says, "God is spirit, and His worshippers must worship in the spirit and in truth." Let me tell you the story of Lerato. Lerato sat alone in her small flat after a long day at work. The city outside was loud, taxis hooting, neighbors talking, life moving on. But inside, everything felt heavy. She had grown up going to church every Sunday. She knew the songs, the prayers, and when to stand or sit. But lately, worship felt empty. She wondered if God still heard her. That evening, she didn't turn on music or open her phone. She just sat on the edge of her bed, tired and honest. "God," she whispered, "I don't even know what to say anymore." There was no fancy prayer, no perfect words, just truth. As the silence stretched on, Lerato remembered a verse she once heard. God is spirit, and those who worship Him must worship in spirit and in truth. She realized something powerful. God wasn't waiting for her to be in a church building or to sing the right song. He was waiting for her heart. Tears began to fall, not from sadness alone, but from relief. For the first time in a long while, Lerato stopped pretending. She told God about her doubts, her fear of failing, and her exhaustion. She thanked Him, not because life was perfect, but because He was still present. In that quiet room, worship happened, not through music or raised hands, but through honesty and surrender. The next Sunday, Lerato returned to church. The same songs played, but something had changed. She understood now. Worship wasn't about the place or the performance. It was about connection. Whether she was at work, at home, or in church, she could worship God by living truthfully before Him and listening to His Spirit. From that day on, Lerato learned that worship is not an event. It's a way of life. When she worked with integrity, forgave others, or prayed quietly in her heart, she was worshiping God in spirit and in truth. And that made all the difference. Worship isn't just going through motions. It's an authentic overflow of your inner self, your spirit, and emotions towards God. It requires being born again, having Christ in you, and being one spirit with Him, making your worship acceptable to God. Your mind must be renewed to God's ways, not the world's, through studying His Word daily. Worship must align with the truth revealed in the Bible, not human philosophies or traditions. True worship is an internal, heartfelt, spirit-led response to God that is grounded in the objective truth of His Word, shifting focus from external to an internal faithful connection with God. Make time to spend time with Jesus. Make time for worship. Just you and God. It will make you stronger. Every one of us needs that quiet room for silence and worship. Just free worship in His presence.